We're just moments away from the start of semi-final Saturday. Are you ready, Birmingham?
Hello and welcome to Birmingham, a city located in the heart of England. We're here at the newly refurbished Barclaycard Arena for semi-finals day at the Yonex All England Championships, the oldest international tournament in world badminton. It's an event that is steeped in history, the first All England having been staged in 1899. And that history and tradition means it's an event that all the players desperately want to win. Well, this year we've had a change in the international calendar. 2 months without a Super Series, and therefore the All England is the first event on the 12 tournament MetLife BWF World Superseries. Not only the first event, but also the first of 5 premier events, an even higher tier of tournament within the Super Series. The other 4 premiers being Malaysia, Indonesia, Denmark and China. And of course, as you can see at the end of the year, the Super Series finals, and the destination is Dubai. Super Series finals for just the top 8 players and pairs in each of the 5 disciplines. And last year was the first year the Super Series finals had been staged in Dubai. Remember, it's only the results from the 12 Super Series events that count in that qualification process, and what a success those first destination Dubai Super Series finals were. I can tell you the players already looking forward to qualifying this year. Well, as I say, this is semi-finals day, and we're starting with women's singles, and Sun Yu of China up against the Olympic bronze medalist Saina Nehwal of India, who's today appearing in her 3rd All England semi-final. Then men's singles, and the 32-year-old Japanese player Sho Sasaki in his first All England semi-final. He's up against the European champion Janne Jorgensen of Denmark. Then we have the second women's singles and the European and world champion Carolina Marin. She's up against Tai Su Ying, who won those Destination Dubai Super Series finals last December. Then we've got mixed doubles and the 3-time defending champions Tantoy Ahmad and Liliana Nasir of Indonesia. They're up against the European champions and Olympic bronze medalists Joachim Fischer-Nielsen and Christina Pedersen. We finish with men's doubles, and Endo and Hawakawa from Japan looking for a 3rd consecutive All England final. They're up against the Olympic silver medalists and 2011 winners, the Danes Bo and Mogensen. So we're just about ready for our first semi-final, and as I say, it's women's singles. Sun Yu of China up against Saina Nehwal of India. So let's now down courtside and join our MC, Howard Bentham.
Please welcome the players from China, Sun Yu, and her opponent from India, the number 3 seed, Saina Nehwal.
both players. Obviously, Saina Nehwal will be desperate to go one better than her two previous semi-finals. There you can see the first match we're going to show the top half of the draw, and we're also going to see that bottom half semi-final, our third match of the day. So Sun Yu of China, really tall athlete, 1 meter 83, and that's just over 6 foot tall. Well, Saina Nehwal created history when in 2010 she reached the semi-final of the All England, because she became the first woman to reach an All England semi-final from India. Can you imagine the excitement in her home country should she win today's match and become the first Indian woman in a final of an All England Championships? Well, on paper, Saina Nehwal should be favourite for this, because as you can see, she's number 3 in the world and therefore number 3 seed here at the All England Championships. Previous semi-finals in 2010 and 2016, and obviously with her success this year, this is the 6th consecutive year she's reached at least a quarter-final or better. That is a very good record in consistency. Well, 3 titles last year, the Syed Modi Grand Prix Gold Australia Super Series, and finished the year so well, winning the China Premier Super Series event. She started this year well because she retained her Indian Grand Prix Gold title. Well, as far as her path through to this semi-final, she played qualifiers from qualifiers from Indonesia in the first round, Korea in the second round, and in the quarterfinal yesterday against the number 5 seed Wang Yihan, the 2009 winner. So that scoreline against the Olympic silver medalist, 21-6 in the second game, really does indicate how well Saina Nehwal is playing. Sun Yu turned 21 7 days ago from Dalian, the seaport in Liaoning province in north-east China. 1 meter 83, as I say. Now, she's down 1 place in the world ranking this week, down to 18. She has spent a total of 4 weeks at 15 in the world ranking, and I suspect strongly her world ranking will go up whether she wins or loses this semi-final. Well, she had a tough battle in the first round against Thailand's Jindapon, going the full distance. That was 1 hour and 7 minutes. But look at that second round match. Beat the number 1 seed, Li Shuirei, the Olympic champion, and champion here at the All England Championships in 2012. And yesterday in the quarter-final against the number 8 seed, Ratchanok Intanon. Well, Ratchanok Intanon had a very nasty fall at 19-13. in the deciding game, stayed down on court, couldn't get up again, and therefore had to retire. But that was 1 hour and 17 minutes. Well, as you can see, this is the third meeting between these two players, and honours are shared on the previous 2, but Saina Nehwal won the last encounter, which was in the very first round of the Australian Open last year. Both the previous matches, incidentally, in 3 games. So Gavin Smith from England and Paul Buffon are umpire and service judge for the first of these semi-finals. So I'm John Clark alongside former Danish head coach Steen Pedersen. I think the umpire's about to make his announcements.
On my right, Saina Nehwal, India. On my left, Sun Yu, China. Saina Nehwal to serve. Love all. Play.
So the Olympic bronze medalist Saina Nehwal getting this semi-final underway. Oh, what a great defensive shot from Sun Yu.
Service over. 1-love.
Well, Steen, the immediate thing in my mind when I think back to the quarterfinals yesterday, Saina Nehwal was looking so sharp, and certainly with Sun Yu, the pace of her quarterfinal against the former world champion Ratchanok Intanon, and the fact that that quarterfinal lasted 1 hour and 17 minutes, I did wonder whether Sun Yu would have a bit of after effect after that long quarterfinal.
Yeah, I think she'll be all right. I think the Chinese, they are used to practicing really, really hard, so 1 hour and 20 minutes, that's nothing compared to how they practice every day.
Well, can you believe it? The very second rally of the match, and we've already got a challenge. It was called in. Saina Nehwal thought it was out, so we need Hawkeye to adjudicate. Yeah, it was in, clearly. And good call line,
Challenge
judge.
unsuccessful. 2-love. Saina Nehwal has one
Well,
challenge
Steen, I know
remaining.
that it's a relatively new thing in our
Player.
sport, having Hawkeye and the instant review system, but surely, I mean, it's been happening for over a year now. Do you find that a little strange that Saina would challenge so early in a match?
Yeah, perhaps a little bit of a sign of nerves. Wants to get a good start. Didn't have to challenge that one.
No.
Service
Just
over.
to remind you that
1,
only 2
2.
incorrect challenges allowed per player or per pair per match. Oh, that's lovely. Oh, goodness me, already. Well, she's played one backhand cross-court
Service over.
off the
3,
smash, and she's
1.
played one cross-court from the net. Both have been outright winners. And it's landed in.
It's so important for Sun to find the correct length on her shot, playing the
Play.
end of the court where she's playing with the wind.
Yes, a little bit of a drift in any big arena. Natural air currents, warm air rises, and of course the shuttle is so light that it is affected by a slight drift. And as we look down on the court, the shuttle flying a little bit quicker, going towards that far side.
Five, 1.
Yeah, Saina Nehwal does look nervous to me, Sting.
On court number 2, please welcome officials for the mixed doubles.
I personally have her as a favourite to win this match, but could very well be that Sun proves me wrong. Just thought she played so well yesterday against Wang Yihan.
This is a good rally. Yeah, very good rally.
Six, 1.
And she's
Simon,
playing
thank
well,
you.
Sun. She was struggling yesterday when she was on that side of the court against Ratchanok Intanon. But today, off to a very, very good start.
Yeah, power smashes. There, her coaches.
Service over. 2, 6.
It was good defence though from Sun Yu, lifting the first one. And Bimal Kumar on the right as we look at them. Madhumita Bish on the left.
interception from Sun.
Service over. 7-2.
There it is. Just flicks her racket a little bit and steals a small step from Saina.
Just wide.
Service over. 3-7.
Again, ladies and gentlemen, nothing stress. It's very important to turn the flashes off.
Already noticing, Steen, that Saina Nehwal is giving a lot more height on her clears than she was yesterday. Obviously fears the reach of her tall opponent.
Play. Play.
Oh, the backhand. What a backhand.
Five, 7. Sun.
Well played by Saina. We saw Ratchanok yesterday in some parts of the match having success playing side to side on Sun on the front court. Now Saina has picked up on that.
Yeah, it looks to me as if Saina Nehwal has been told tactically,
Service over.
push Sun Yu deep into the forehand corner and then immediately go for the
8-5.
angled shot across court. In other words, make the tall lady and go from deep to twisting to having to go to the other side.
Yes, I think you're right, Joe. And she's overdoing it a little bit in the last rally we saw here. It seems like she fears the reach of Sun. She wants to put it really close to the lines so she doesn't have to run the long distance herself.
There we go again. Yeah, super. Well, it is a clear tactic in my mind.
Service over. 6-8.
Beautiful disguise. Reverse slice. Cross-court drop. Looks as if she's going to hit it straight, and then at the last moment just rolls the racket head across the line of the shuttle. That's good. And that's what happens when anything short of a perfect length on the lift, or if it's too flat. This is what Sun Yu's capable of.
9-6.
Yeah, and in that department she's stronger than we saw Wang Jihan yesterday. So if she doesn't play with great accuracy, Saina Nehwal, she's going to get punished.
Yeah.
Same situation, just from the other side of the court.
Over.
Yeah.
7.
Fast angled
9.
drop shot. Played with disguise. Yeah, there we go again. Oh.
That was so short, that cross drop shot from Sun.
Service over.
Close to the net.
10-7.
Yeah, you usually think it's pretty accurate if it's near that front service line, but that was way in front of the front service line.
Of course, only possible because she's 182.
Yeah.
Perhaps not only, but much easier if you have a certain height to get this kind of steepness on your drop shot.
But the taller you are, the harder it is to get down
Service
low.
over. 8-10.
So the more that Saina can use these disguised drop shots like that, played with pace, it's not a loopy drop shot, it's got enough pace to come down quickly.
Nine, 10.
Yeah. Oh, good defence. How did she get that back? Such pace to the rally. And that will hurt physically. But there was a defensive shot early on in that rally from Saina Nehwal.
Play.
Yeah, perhaps getting a little frustrated in the end. Sun Yu trying to go for the shot, just making it too tight. Oh, that's a quick forward.
Service over.
Set out with the
11-10.
disguise and the
Interval.
cross-court drop shot. So a one-point advantage at the mid-game interval in favour of Sun Yu from China.
但是你是需要坚持的啊，这个战术需要坚持，因为他也拼命在顶你啊，他也在顶你，这个时候自己气不下去，就果断就可以了啊。
Chen Jin in the grey top there, All England champion in 2008.
Call 120 seconds. Call 120 seconds. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, terribly difficult to hear what Yimal Kumar was saying. Did you get any of that, Steen?
No, not really. It's mostly guessing. I think he said something about still straight down the line, and I would suppose that would be the smashes, and then try to
Ready to play, Simon.
exploit it with cross drop shots. If she
11-10.
smashes too much cross, she will have to travel the long distance herself if Sun reaches her smash.
Play.
Very interesting now, because this is partly played out the same way as Saina's match yesterday against Wang Yuhan, also trailing in the beginning of the match, catching up at the interval. Let's see how it goes.
Service over. 11-all.
first
12,
time, Saina
11.
Nehwal into the lead. The Chinese coaches looking a little bit concerned now.
Yeah, it's the other way around now, and now it's Sun who looks a little bit tense.
Oh, that's good judgment.
$14-11.
4 points since the mid-game interval, and all 4 points to this lady, Saina Nehwal. I do like that next shot of Sun Yu. She sort of almost does a double action with her racket to look as if she's going to lift it and then plays the block.
It's a beautiful shot. I'll get it one more time here. Yeah, you can see makes Saina trip and lose some small part of a second before she can go in the correct direction.
Service over, 15-12.
Quite a bit out, actually.
Off balance, never really got behind the shot. And Steve, to me, that is actually a sign of perhaps the aftermath, the fatigue in the muscles after yesterday's quarter-final.
Yeah, that could very well be that she's starting to feel it a little bit. Not exactly having the same speed. That's a good smash. We haven't seen Sun use that particular
13-16.
That particular cross-court smash from the forehand side so much. That could be really efficient because it could open up the long backhand corner on Saina Nehwal, especially when the two players change ends.
This is a big point. It's going wide. That was
Service over, 17-13.
That's a great backhand. Cross-court net shot. Outmanoeuvred. Good retrieving initially from Saina Nehwal.
18-13.
seems to me as if she's upped the pace a little bit here in the last 2 or 3 rallies, Saina.
Pace of her movement or pace of shot?
Actually both, but I think the pace of shot started it. She's attacking a little bit more, and that sort of forces her to move faster herself.
Well, Saina Nehwal has just won 9 of the last 11 points, all since the mid-game interval. Of 12 points, and with it come game point opportunities, 7 of them to be precise.
20, game point.
I think this
13.
shot from Saina was actually so flat that it was difficult for Sun to use her height. The angle she looked for just wasn't there.
And that's gone long, first time of asking. 11 of the 13 points since the mid-game interval, and the opening game
First
to
game
Saina Nehwal, the number 3 seed,
21-13
21-13 in 22 minutes of play.
This patience you have to have. Just make her work. You're reading her well now, and she will give you the point. Sometimes in the fourth hand, when she's playing, when she'll you play your cross top, you practice that, play the cross. When she's keeping a net cross it, make it very, very calm. Just play. These rallies continue. Have patience and work for the point.
She'll be very happy with the start she's made. Well, what a comeback by Saina Nehwal in that opening game. 1-6 down, 7-2 down as well. But after that mid-game interval, well, we couldn't quite hear what coach Vimal Kumar was saying to his player Saina Nehwal, but whatever he said, it worked wonders. As you were rightly pointing out, Steve, more intensity, up the pace. And I thought there was 1 or 2 signs that Sun Yu was beginning to fade. I thought the power, the push off in the legs to have to change direction, just a little bit down on what we saw yesterday, and that would be quite understandable after that hour and 17-minute quarter-final encounter.
Play.
So what she's got left, Sun Yu. Missed it. Yeah, and the body language and the look back to her coaches after that rally.
Play.
If you were down there coaching, as with your coaching hat on, Steen, is that something you look for in players, to look at body language, look at disappointment, desperation looks to coaches?
Yeah, you need to watch your player and see if she needs a little bit of encouragement or reinforcement of the game plan. We saw her make a great comeback yesterday against Internet.
Service over. 1-1.
I'm looking really forward to the second game. I think we'll see Sun try to push Saina to the baseline, and I also would expect Saina to attack a little bit more in this second game.
Yeah. There's that tactic again, deep into the forehand corner of Sun Yu.
Service over,
And bringing her
2-1.
the full diagonal of the court. That was certainly helped by the cross-court drop shot from Sun Yu.
It's so important to control the front court here when you're playing with the wind, as Saina is doing right now. So you're in good balance when you make these kind of pushes to the back court.
Service over,
So
2-all.
hence your comments a couple of moments ago with you expecting Saina to attack more, simply because she's hitting with the drift and therefore her clears will probably go long, so the way to counteract that is to attack.
She will probably be a little bit concerned whether she can get the correct length on her clears, and if they get too short she'll be punished by the tall Sun. So when I said attack, it was a little bit incorrect, but play the front court a little bit more than we saw in the first game.
Right.
Clear.
Well, a bit of a discrepancy as to whether the shuttle should be changed or not. Saina Nehwal wanted it changed. Sun Yu said no. The umpire agreed with Sun Yu. Oh, that's magnificent. That's what we call the round the head smash. It's played deep into the backhand corner, but the player still uses the normal overhead action by getting the feet in the right position. The scissor kick there, keeping the balance, transferring the body weight. That really was wonderful control. Same can't be said of that.
Service over.
We've seen a number of players actually hit mishits, complete mishits. I don't know if is there different lighting this year, or?
I have no idea. I was after our broadcast yesterday, I was sitting quite close to the court, and it seems as sometimes it's a little bit difficult to see the shuttle. I don't know if that affects Sun on that side of the court here.
That's the athletic movement there of Sun Yu leaping, I think, from the base position to play that round the head cross-court smash. Well, she's not only tall, she's a very powerful athlete, isn't she? Strong legs. Yeah, she did. She jumped from the base position to play that. That's incredible. We see that in men's singles, but rarely in women's singles.
But we're going to see it more and more from now on, because I think also Carolina Marin does it.
Yeah, you're right. 34 shots.
A good rally to win for Sun, because she was actually trailing most of the time. Saina controlling, directing the shots. Very good defense from Sun, exactly the correct length. Difficult for Saina to spin it and get it close to the net.
What, because she had her defensive shot had blocked it, not close to the net, but about the front service line.
Exactly, just about the front service line, not too high over the net, but still a little long. Makes it really, really difficult to continue your attack.
That's another long rally. Yeah, this time didn't get behind the shuttle.
And she's got some problems with that shot. We've seen a number of mistakes. Seems like the
4-6.
arm gets a little bit stiff. She's not in a good position. And the better choice would be to just clear it away straight across, don't mind.
They seem to really let the shuttle drop low there, seem to hit that with a bent arm.
Exactly.
Yeah, didn't reach up high for it. Oh, that's a good clear. And again. Oh, so well constructed, that rally.
And this was some of the power play, so to speak, that we saw yesterday against Ratchanok, working wonders for Sun in the second game and in the end of the third game. She can really push her clears, opening up for these straight smashes down the line.
Yeah, the Chinese coaches were happy with that, and so they should be. Phenomenal. Absolutely incredible. I think we might have a challenge here.
Saina Nehwal, challenge.
I thought that landed on the
all in.
line,
That's
but
on the line, I think so too.
Saina Nehwal challenging. Well, the pace with which she hit that shot down. Sun Yu taking the opportunity while we're waiting for Hawkeye. Yeah, plumb on the line.
Challenge unsuccessful.
So Saina Nehwal has
8-5.
used both her
Saina
challenges.
Nehwal, no
No
challenges
more challenges
remaining.
for Nehwal.
Clear.
And we're not even halfway through the second game.
Saina.
So 3 points the advantage. Oh, that's good judgment.
Service over. 6-8.
Controlling the front in that rally.
Yeah.
Sun Yu.
Yeah. And she was actually a little bit slow on it because she should have picked up earlier that this was going to go to the net.
Yeah. It's always a sign that a player's in trouble when they turn to play that high backhand, because they have to turn their back to the net. You can't see where your opponent is. You can't see with your peripheral vision where the court is. It's all done on spatial awareness.
Service over. 7-9.
And there was this low elbow again, I suspect.
Wipe the court, please.
Yeah. Funny thing is, Steen, is that I think we often see that with very tall badminton players. Deep in the forehand corner, there tends to be letting that shuttle drop and taking it about head height rather than reaching the racket up above the head, and I don't know why that is. You probably have your theories as a coach.
Yeah, I think actually you can use your arm better if you let it fall a little bit, but you just have to use it much more than you normally would. If you reach it high, a lot of it should be done with the grip and the twist of the wrist.
That's a good call, line judge. It was just long by a whisker. That's another good clear. Brilliant. What a fantastic rally from Sun Yu.
Service over. 10-8.
And actually also fantastic from Saina, because she got everything back. She was under pressure, and the more of these shots she gets back, the more she forces Sun Yu to go a little bit closer to the lines. 39 shots.
I think that's the longest of the match so far.
So the message Saina is sending is basically you have to hit 20 good shots in a row to win a point.
Well, Sun Yu feeling her left ankle. I didn't see the ankle go.
9-10. Wipe the court,
Oh,
please.
yes, it did. Yes, I did see that. Oh dear. Well, she's already got a right ankle strap. Look. Dear, we don't need any more injuries after all the drama and the worry yesterday. And incidentally, if you were with us yesterday, I can tell you that Ratchnuk Intanon, it's not as serious as that we first feared, and that she is all right, and in fact she's walking about, so that's tremendous news for Ratchnuk Intanon. That punch cleared deep into the Saina Nehwal backhand is working a treat.
Service over. 11-9. Interval.
So, as with the opening game, it's Sun Yu that has the advantage at the mid-game interval. Here in game number 2, a 2-point advantage. She only had a 1-point advantage in game number 1.
就是他耐心比他还要耐心，就这种状态啊，所以他才失误啊，就是这个反压后场一定要果断坚决啊。他踢压了他头顶了以后，他直线高出了以后，他就往回冲，他就等着你踢他。
I wonder if she might call the doctor.
不错啊，要不要
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
不用了，没问题。拼得不错，已经拼得很好了。就是你熬住的时候，其实他就开始会犯错误。OK。啊，好，就是这个啊，坚持。
Well, I was trying to change direction here, yeah. Just a little tweak. It didn't go completely over, but I can assure you it hurts when that happens.
I don't think she twisted it. I think actually it was the forefoot who got hurt.
Yeah. Yeah, well, she's definitely still feeling it, isn't she?
Son.
Well, Saina Nehwal's taken a new racket, so just asked her opponent if she can try it out, and it's very much a courtesy amongst the players.
11-9. Play.
Good judgment.
Service over.
Well, she did well to concentrate there, because I could see at least a couple of flash bulbs going off that far side of the arena opposite Saina Nehwal. Somebody's camera or camera phone. Well, it was after the mid-game interval in the opening game, Steen, that Saina Nehwal just took control of the game. Do you think we're going to see the same again here?
I think actually it's a very, very decisive part of the match, because both players are sort of trying to get their tactics working, but in general I think Saina is a very, very strong tactical player, perhaps the strongest in the women's circuit, and therefore she might benefit more than the other players from having a word with a coach.
Service over, 12-11.
So a crucial passage of play. Next 3 or 4 points.
We've seen her make a couple of sort of easy mistakes from that position, mid-court, a little below tape. Just lacking a little bit of control there. Sun.
That's a super net shot, isn't it? Spinning ferociously, making it difficult to lift the shuttle to the back. It's wide. Mm.
14-12.
Deja vu. Perhaps a little early to
I was thinking the same thing. I was about to make the same comment, but maybe it's a little bit too early yet.
Yeah.
But I also had the feeling that the game was slipping away from Sun.
Missed it.
Service over.
You know, it's interesting. I've been watching Saina Nehwal,
14.
and when she receives a high serve, she, in preparation with her racket, she almost completely sort of loosens her grip so that she can change her grip and actually play any sort of... It's so difficult to then see what she's going to do in reply, what sort of shot she's going to hit.
That's a good tip. Actually, to sort of loosen the grip
So new
just before you hit it, when you have,
challenge
at least when you
called.
have enough time to do that.
Well, there's a challenge here from Sun Yu. And I'm surprised about her challenge, in all honesty, because I didn't think there was any doubt that was out.
No. She's still got 2 challenges left, so
Yeah.
she might as well use one now. If she loses this game, it's no good.
Yeah, it was out.
Challenge unsuccessful. Service over, 15-13. Sun Yu, 1 challenge remaining. Play.
Getting the net shot a little bit of height there to get it really close to the net. Ah, that's lovely, isn't it? Oh my goodness.
She's solid, Saina. She's been ever since actually
Thank you.
falling behind in
Thank
the
you.
beginning of the match. Ever since then, she's been in control, continuing her good form from yesterday with quality shots, lots of them in a row.
7 of the last 9 points since the mid-game interval. Finds the line.
I would be more tempted to challenge that if I were
17-13.
Consensus a must-win rally for Sun Yu, and she knows it. Oh, look at that backhand.
That's right.
18-13.
Well, it's not the longest, but it's possibly the most important rally, that last one. 3 points away from the first ever All-England final for a female player from India. Two points away. 10 of the last 12 points since the mid-game interval. It really is phenomenal that Saina Nehwal, time and time again, the latter stages of a game is when she comes strong, when everybody else is beginning to feel the pace. It's gone long. Match point opportunities. 7 of them to be precise.
20, match point, 13.
Oh, it's called out. Saina Nehwal makes history. Symmetry in the scoreline. 21-13, 21-13.
Match won by Saina Nehwal. 21-13, 21-13.
And Saina Nehwal goes to hug her coach, Vimal Kumar and Madhumita Bish. What a performance. Saina Nehwal through to the All-England final, having beaten Sun Yu of China. 21-13, 21-13. The bracket goes to the fans. Well, what a wonderful performance by Saina Nehwal. Concentrated to the end. Well, she will be absolutely delighted, and of course all the Indian fans, not only here in Birmingham, but back in her home country, they will be celebrating, I can assure you, well into the night. Well, since the inception of the Super Series back in 2007, the only winners of the women's singles have either been Tina Baun of Denmark or a Chinese player. We are guaranteed that the Super Series winner All Championship will either be from India, Spain or Chinese Taipei. So our next match is men's singles, and the number 2 seed and European champion Jan Jorgensen up against the left-handed Sho Sasaki of Japan.
Let's hear it for the players. The number 8 seed from China, Bao Yixin.
They're the European champion, current world number 2, Jan Jorgensen. A colourful Dane. A real character for our sport.
Stay over here, this side, this side.
Alan Potter, our umpire from England, conducts the toss of the coin. And what an occasion for both men. For Jan Jorgensen, it's the second All England semi-final that he will contest. He was in the semi-final 2 years ago when he lost out to Chen Long, who went on to win the title. Became world number 2 just 7 weeks ago and has really established himself as one of the top 5 players over the last 12 months or so. Last year won 2 titles, the European Championships and the Indonesia Premier Super Series. He started this year well because he won the German Grand Prix Gold last week. So Jan Jorgensen, we know, is in good form. Well, his first round against Inka Long, well, had to come back from 13-18 down in that first game. Saved a game point, incidentally, at 19-20 before winning it 22-20 and 21-11. In the second round against the qualifier Boonsak Ponsana, he once again had to save a game point in the opening game at 19-20. And what a thrilling opening game that was, 28-26, more comfortable in the second. So his teammate Victor Axelsen, the World Championship bronze medalist, in the quarter-final yesterday. So to Sho Sasaki, the 32-year-old from Hakodate, the city port in Japan, up 1 place in the world ranking this week to number 16. He has, of course, been a top 10 player. In November 2011, he was number 6 in the world ranking. Won final last year, reached the final of the Asian Championships, losing out to Lin Dan in the final. Yesterday, well, he beat Rajiv Usif, the first Englishman to reach a quarter-final of the England Championship since the late Anders Nielsen back in 1992. So, heartbreak